Hello, friends of Golf Course Quality Fertilizer. Well, we're doing another video on a new product. This one's called Carbon Pro G. The G stands for granular, so there's a liquid formulation of this as well. And carbons have been around for a really long time. I always sit back and kind of watch and listen to how people are reacting to them and where they're needed and what's necessary. They've been around for about 20 years, but they've always improved them, kind of like those microbials that we were using with that liquid thatch buster stuff, and how those have improved quite a bit in the last 15 to 20 years. And so I'm actually really excited. The claims they have on carbon products now is pretty outrageous. I mean, we're talking about things like they permanently fix the soil, they help keep air in the soil, so it, like, almost like an aerator, or loosens compactions, super low disease pressure after you've applied it at a certain rate, and especially areas that are suffering with being able to hold onto nutrients and make them available to plants. That's probably the biggest step. So like really sandy new construction homes and stuff, rather than hauling in tons and tons of soil now, you should be able to apply this stuff down and boom, you fixed the soil that was there, even if it was garbage soil. So there's just some big claims. Well, here's another issue that we always run against. This area was seeded probably 5 weeks ago or so, and there used to be big white pine trees here, so it was an acidic soil, and you can kind of see where those trees were, where the grass is a lot wimpier in these little zones, so each little spot's where a thing was. I can even see that we still have wood in these zones here. And so it just makes it really hard for the grass to absorb the nutrients it needs in order to start flourishing. And so this Carbon Pro should neutralize that stuff. And then boom, it's back to normal. And we're gonna test it out. It's a really inexpensive way and easy way to amend a soil. And so this stuff says you can use it on golf courses, of course, in your gardens. It says you can use it on athletic fields, and this is horse or pasture fields, sod, golf, any kind of erosion areas for erosion control, probably to help grass establish faster and things like that, on hillsides. It does say keep it away from water and stuff like that, and blow off your sidewalks and driveways. So you treat it just like a fertilizer, really. And then, then we'll see what it does. Let's throw it down. I've actually measured out, if you do 20 pounds per 1,000 square feet, that's supposed to fix it for 500 years. So these are big claims, I know, and it's interesting, but even if it helps this area, 50%, that's going to be very helpful. And so I'm going to apply this here, and we'll see how it all turns out. And we'll hope that we see the turf start to improve. We're going to throw a starter fertilizer on this a little later too. Not today, but I know there's going to be some applied here later, and that should help this turf respond as well. You can tell it's a little necrotic because of the lighter color, but it's still establishing pretty good considering this spring's been so strange. All right, so I'm actually going to start in the center. And it says setting 30, which is wide open on a Lesco spreader. So I put this thing at 15. It has 18 settings on it. It's almost like, let's come take a look at it. It is dirt. I mean, this thing is going to be interesting to apply. So don't make fun of me when it's not coming out good, right? I mean, it's literally, it says it's 50% compost, 50% biochar. It's got humic acids in it, and stuff like that. And it's got all these other little strobials and mycorrhizae, things like that. So all kinds of fun stuff I've used before, and it does improve soil. So we'll see how it goes. But see, it's like dirt, so it's not going to come out real pretty. So you're going to see me bouncing around out there, I'm sure, making sure these clumps maybe are all. It's going to be an interesting trip, I'll tell you that. But I've already measured out the area. Flag to street is 2,000 square feet. So I'm going to put this rain cover on, so when I am bouncing it all over the place, I'm not spilling it. And here we go. Yeah, it's going to come out hard. I'm going to have to really bounce it and hit it. There we go. It's starting to come out a little better. All right. I'm going to open it up a little farther yet. Well, it's like spreading dirt through a spreader. All right. I'm seeing it fly out now, so that's good. I'm really going to focus in this center spot. I'm not going to do much on the outer areas because I want to make sure that I'm going to get 20 pounds per 1,000 square feet, at least in this little area here where the trees were. Well, I'm putting it out pretty heavy. I just about ran through half that bag already, which is about perfect. I mean, that's if I go the other half this way, that'll be good. Hopefully I'll have some leftover. I can run it right through the center spot again. That'll be good. By the way, I see a bunch of crabgrass germinating over there in that soil on the far side. First real crabgrass I've seen germinating this year. So we'll have to do some post-emergent control in this area. That's kind of the way it is when you seed in the spring. You're going to fight some other weeds. Some are annual weeds being the biggest one. That's why we always try to throw down crabgrass control. But there's post-emergence. So once this grass is healthy and strong enough, which won't take, I mean, it'll probably take actually about another month and a half before I'd even consider starting to spray this area. So yeah, just be patient in that. That's why spring seeding is always so challenging. Now it's kind of moist at the bottom part there. It's spread pretty good considering it's basically dirt. My goodness. Very interesting. I really want to see the disease portion of this thing, the claims they make that it'll stop diseases. I got this guy who's got, I got some on my shoe. I got this guy who has about 1,200 square feet of turf on a lake, and he gets diseases like crazy. So I bet if we used a whole bag on that thing, if it really does stop diseases, that would be the way to test it. So we'll try that out too. Notice I'm always spreading it wheel track to wheel track. No matter what products you're spreading, you always try to throw to the center of your old path. That's how you get your 100% uniformity. Bunch of ants in here. Would be a good idea to treat this area for ants too, or the grass will suffer because of that as well. Some room for some entice. All right. I do have some leftovers, not a whole bunch, but enough to at least hit the center area a little extra, which is perfect. That's what I really want to do, get this spot heavy. Make sure we have that rate. It's amazing because you can't really even see it out on the ground like you'd think. 20 pounds per 1,000 is going to make, you can see it all over the place, but really it blends in very good. I won't make it all the way down this trek, but let's try to get it in these zones that are really struggling. Well, that's it. We'll check it out in a few weeks, see if it's improved, and we'll just keep on checking it out. Thanks for watching.